Well, 7 games into the season, we haven't had the best start. My goal for this season is to try and qualify for Europe, but if our form doesn't pick up, I think it's just going to be another mid-table finish. Hello, welcome to Club 2, Part 35 of the Global Explorer. Coming up in today's episode, we do have our Premier League fixtures against Liverpool and Arsenal. Since the start of the season, we've had a better start to the season than last year, because obviously last year I don't think we managed to pick up a win. We might have picked up one win, but we picked up 2 wins. Obviously that first game of the season against Brentford, and we've also picked up a win against Newcastle. Did draw 2-2 against Man United, which is a positive result. We were 2-1 down in that game, but thankfully Richie got the equaliser. Apart from that, we've lost a lot of games. So we're out of the Carabao Cup. We lost 5-0. Aya Coronel was in goal, which definitely confirms he is not ready for the Premier League. And there was also a little bit of last-minute transfer business. So a couple players have left the club. Aya Coronel has joined Brighton on loan. Is that the team who we lost 5-0 against? I don't know if Coronel has actually played any games for them. He hasn't played any games, but should he make 25? I think it's 25 appearances. Yeah, after 25 appearances, his loan will become permanent for £9.5 million. But well, obviously, is he unregistered? Is he up? He can't be unregistered for Brighton. If so, that is just absolutely absurd. No, he's not unregistered. I don't know why is it saying he was unregistered. Maybe it's just unregistered for us. I think that's what it meant. I think that was the only outgoing that happened in on transfer deadline day. We had to bring in a couple more players. One of them being Alec Westerman, who is a German left back. Why? You'll find out later. He's 3 stars of current ability, 4 stars of potential, decent Premier League player. So that's a very, very good. He comes in from FC Saarbrücken for a fee of £10.75 million. A lot of money, but it was very much a panic buy. You'll find out a little bit later. Then our next signing, last but not least, Michael Print, who's a Danish goalkeeper, 3 stars of current ability, 4.5 stars of potential, decent Premier League, very much going to be a backup for now. He might get into some game time recently. Well, I don't know if he'll get any game time this season. He comes in from FC Copenhagen for £2.1 million. So this is the league table at the moment. 7 games into the season. We are 15th in the league, which obviously 2 games won, 1 game drawn, and 4 games lost. It's not bad. We do need to start improving. Otherwise, I'm going to have to think about leaving West Brom and jumping ship to some other, maybe another Premier League team higher in the table, or maybe a foreign team. But I don't think there's any big jobs going at the moment. There's nothing really insecure that tickles my fancy yet. But if a big job comes up in France or Spain, I won't be afraid to apply for the job and try and take it. But we'll see what happens. That's very much a long way away. But if we don't qualify for Europe this year, might have to think about leaving West Brom at the end of the season. But that's not going to happen at the moment. So the lineup will be Diego in goal, a back four of Lewandowski, Murit, Kiro, Diel, Westerman, Campo and Nino in the midfield. Then we've got Ars out on the right, Richie in the middle, Corin out on the left. Then we've got Pabanic up front. We are going through a little bit of an injury crisis at the moment. Vukadinovic is going to be out for 3 weeks. Conor Reid is unfortunately going to be out for 5 weeks, so he's going to miss a fair whack of games. And Bobby is going to be out for not too long, so only 10 days. And Silvio, this is the main reason why we have to sign a new left back. Silvio has unfortunately done his cruciate ligaments, is going to be out for probably the rest of the season. So it's not the injury I wanted. Luckily, it happened during the transfer window, so we were lucky enough to replace him and had some money. Adam Johnston is on the bench. I don't know who he is, whether he's not. I don't know if he's a decent youngster or anything, but he's coming onto the bench just to make up some numbers. I don't know if he's one of the youngsters that has 5-star potential, which most of them have gone out alone. There's still a few knocking down in the under 18s, which can't be loaned out until they turn like 17. So probably give him a full season in the under 18s, then loan him out next year. I think that's the plan. I don't know if any of them are good enough to be called up to the first team. Maybe some of the under 21s might be good enough for next year, but that remains to be seen. But let's see if we can get a decent result against Liverpool, where a win should hopefully at least take us up the league table a bit. It might potentially move us up into 12th, depending on what happens in the other games, and obviously depending on the goal difference as well. But a win here would be good. A draw will be equally as good, considering we haven't had the best first half hours of the game. Liverpool have had 7 shots, 6 on target. We've only had the one shot on target, which it's not ideal, but at least it is still goalless. And Jan Lewandowski does get the ball upfield. Prabanic with the ball. Can we just try and hopefully put the ball in the box, get it on top of Prabanic's head, and hopefully he can put the ball into the back of the net? And he doesn't. Prabanic puts the ball into the back of the net to make it 1-0. Is the referee checking with VAR? I hope he's not. Oh, he is. I hope that goal gets given. Why? Why has the goal been disallowed? I thought that was clear as, I mean, from the, was it Nicholas? I think it was us that was offside, not Prabanic. That is very, very unfortunate. I wasn't looking at us where he was positioned, but that's a very, very harsh goal to be ruled out. I think we're very unlucky not to have got that goal given, but yeah, let's try and keep pushing. Hopefully a goal will definitely come. If we can get in a few more decent positions like that, I'm sure that first goal isn't far off. And Essien now with the ball for Liverpool. Can we just try and get the tackle in? We're making it far too easy for him, and thankfully Diego was there with the save, and we did get the ball cleared. Liverpool have got quite a number of former Man City players, which I personally think is controversial. They've only got 2. That's Nico O'Reilly and Apatikar Kushinov, but that's very. It certainly won't happen in real life, would it? But this is Football Manager. Anything can happen. They've still got Florian Wirtz at the club, and Ryan Gravenberg shaping at the club for absolutely ages. I presume they haven't won anything. Georgie, whatever his name, still in goal. 37 years old. Wow, I'm quite surprised about that. I'm surprised he's lasted so long. Half an hour left to go. We've had 4 shots to target. I think if there's going to be one way this match is going to go, it's either going to be a 0-0 draw, or Liverpool are just going to grab a winning goal, which won't be nice at all. We are going to make a couple of changes. Nino is going to make way for Skipper. We're really short on who to bring on in terms of attacking threat, because we don't have any, because not much. Pedro Arana is going to come on for Nicholas Arce. That's probably hasn't strengthened the attack at all. It's probably made it a little bit worse, and I think that's probably all we'll do for now. I don't know how good this Adam Johnson fellow is on the bench, so we might get him on for the last few minutes just to try and get a goal. I don't know if he will, but Westerman with the ball, with the throw-in. Can we just try and get the ball into the box where hopefully we can squeeze out a goal? Prabanic is through a goal. Will he score it? Oh my god, it's squeezed into the back of the net. Is that going to be given? It's given us an own goal. Zeno Debas does put the ball into the back of his own net. We are 1-0 up against Liverpool. I tell you what, if we get the win here, it's the luckiest win ever, because quite frankly, I mean, yes, we put the ball into the back of the net twice. Liverpool haven't. Liverpool have absolutely run riot in terms of the stats. I feel like they, I mean, to be fair, in terms of the highlights, they haven't really done much, even though they've had lots of shots, and that one is going to be cleared out only as far as Kushinov, and Liverpool are once again on the attack with Yildiz. Oh, that's poor. That's pathetic. absolutely pathetic goalkeeper from Diego. He could have made a little bit of an effort to dive there, but that's just crazy defending that. We could have, I mean, dived to the left. That would have been ideal. And he probably would have stopped it. He would have got at least closer to the ball, but he just maybe sat down, decided to have a little sit down in the goal. And we are 1-1 with 10 minutes left to go. Corin, I would like to get him off, but we don't really. You know what? Corin will come on. We'll get on. We'll get on Burnley. Westerman can move up to left wing because he can play there. Not very good at it, but he can play there. Probanic is absolutely shattered, so we are going to have to get on this Adam Johnson guy. I don't know. He doesn't look great. I don't know why he's on the bench. There's plenty of other decent youngsters that we could put on the bench, but probably not a striker. But if he somehow gets a winning goal, he's gonna be remembered for a long time. Probably not for the right reasons, but yeah, probably. Yildiz has got the ball. Can we just try and get the tackle in place? Somebody get the legs in. The player, come on, please don't let them cross the ball into the box. And that was close for the Liverpool right winger. Very close to getting the second goal, but hopefully we can just hold on to this 1-1 draw, which would be a very good result considering the amount of injuries we have in terms of, especially in the attacking front line. We've got a lot of injuries indeed. Barron now diverts. I don't like where this is going. McFadden now diverts again. Come on, can we just try and get the ball back, please? We're not really making any sort of attempt to win the ball back, and that's again, it's poor defending. What are we doing? Our defense has been absolutely tragic this season. I feel like that's the one area where we haven't strengthened. Well, we've got in two left backs, one of them injured. Then we brought in a centre back, so we didn't really do much strengthening, did we? I feel like that's partly my fault. I didn't really do too much transfer business, so I think we're gonna have to do a lot in January, but don't really have a lot of money. So that's the big question. Is this why we move on? Because just to get some more money, but yeah, I don't really know what to do for the future of West Brom. For heaven's sakes, come on. Florian Wirtz puts the ball into the back of it to make it 3-1. I mean, what are we doing? I mean, defensively, we were absolutely tragic today. Campo had an absolute howler, so he probably. I don't think he should have started. I think Bellingham probably starts in the next game, but that is just, yeah, not a great performance, but we've got a lot of injuries. What can we do? Yeah. I don't know what to do. I think our time at West Brom might be slowly but surely coming to an end. We will keep an eye on jobs as we get further into the season, but at the moment, nothing's popping up. But hopefully, can we just get back to winning ways, or at least try and get a decent result against Arsenal? The lineup for our match against Arsenal will be Pinto making his debut because Diego's not having a great start to the season. So we'll see how Pint performs. Obviously, if he keeps him clean sheet, he stays in. If he concedes about 10 goals, yeah, that would be a great feeling because then we have two rubbish goalkeepers. So we'll go with Pint in goal for today. Then we've got the back four of Lewandowski, Murit, Kiana, and Vesterman. Bellingham and Nino in the midfield. Then we've got Ars out on the right, Richie in the middle, Cohen out on the left. Then we've got Pabanic up front. Come on, lads. Let's hopefully try and get a decent result. Obviously, that last game against Liverpool didn't really go to plan, albeit we did go 1-0 up. I think if we had switched to a balanced mentality when we went 1-0 up, it might have been a different result, and we might have potentially gone out there and got at least a point, but potentially even the win. So, see what happens today. If we go 1-0 up, we will probably switch down to a balanced mentality because there's no point staying on a cautious mentality if we take the lead. If we start losing, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen this game. So hopefully we can try and go out there, try and get a decent result. Definitely try and get at least minimum a point. But if we can squeeze out a win, that would be absolutely fantastic. Vesterman, lovely ball travelling with the ball. Vesterman has a chance to cross it. He does. Richie, it's there. We're 1-0 up against Arsenal, and that is a very early lead, 7 minutes into the game, and we have scored our first goal of this tie against Arsenal. What a start that is. What a cross from Westerman, what a header from Richie. That was the start I was hoping for in the previous game, but it just didn't happen. But hopefully, if Pint can keep a clean sheet, because he's just a box standard goalkeeper, in possession and out of possession, not like any of this nonsense line holder goalkeeper. He could be the goalkeeper for the Premier League for the rest of the campaign. Ars Prepanic heads the ball into the back of it, and we are 2-0 up against Arsenal. What is going on this game? We haven't really changed much of the positional instructions apart from the goalkeeper, so I don't know what's going on this game. I don't know if it's because I can't really put my finger on it, because we're basically playing the same start 11, albeit just the two changes. Kiana coming in for Kiarodia and Pint coming in for Diego. So I'm not sure what's going on this game, because we were terrible in the last game. We weren't terrible in the last game. I think we just let it go in the final 20 minutes, but that's got to be offside. Francesco Commander looked way off. I feel like if that goes to VAR, that will be disallowed, albeit he is running back to the halfway line. Goal has been awarded, and it seemed fairly obvious. I mean, from when the ball was playing, I couldn't really tell, because the offside. I don't know. I hope I get it fixed in the next update, because that doesn't make any sense at all. I presume it did look very, very tight when the ball was played, but we do have 20 minutes left to go of the first half. Obviously, just the one go up, but we've started very, very well. Hopefully, there's no doubt in my mind we are definitely going to get a third goal this game, which, where does that actually put us in the league at the moment? 14th, so not too bad. I'll tell you what, 14th after 9 games, it's not a bad place to be, considering that at this point last season, we were in the relegation zone and probably fearing through a relegation battle after we just given away a penalty. That looked very tight. I think that's just outside the box. Penalty has been awarded. That is very, very harsh, because it looked right on the line, but I guess if it's on the line, it's probably inside the area. Ardagula will step up for the penalty. We were 2-0 up, and now we might just bottle this lead. Gula and Pint does dive for the right direction, but he couldn't quite get anything onto the ball, and Arsenal do level the game with just a few minutes left to go of the first half. That is very unfortunate, but we got a throw with Lewandowski. Can we just get the ball into the area? Lewandowski plays the ball back to us. I presume our stayed on. Prabanic, terrific header. We are once again back in the lead. So that Arsenal's equaliser didn't last very long. That's got to be allowed. Yes, goal has been awarded. I don't know why they were checking it. I presume they were checking because Ars might have been offside, but yeah, I don't see a reason why they were checking that goal at all. I completely don't understand the reason why. But we are in the lead on the stroke of half time, and that is very, very good. So we do go into the second half. One goal to the good. So which is I'll take that all day long. If we could just get the win against Arsenal, I couldn't care less about the result against Liverpool, but a win against Arsenal would be absolutely wonderful. I don't. To be fair, Arsenal haven't had the best starts of the season. They are literally just above us. They're only 2 points above us. There's a slight chance. This Premier League table might be a little bit weird by the end of the season, but I suspect Arsenal will go on a bit of form and will probably qualify for the Champions League. But if they don't qualify for Europe, that job might possibly come up towards the end of the season. That job might interest me, possibly. I doubt it very much, but it could. We've got half an hour left to go. We will make a few changes. Ars is going to make way for... No, we'll leave Ars on. Corin is... Don't really have any... You know what, we'll get on Arana. Us can go on the left, Arana on the right. We are going to make Nino is going to make way for Skipper. I think that's probably all we shall do for now. I don't really want to make any defensive changes because they're not really tiring. Whilst we're still just the 1 goal up. If we get a 4th goal, then we might bring off a couple of defenders, but none of them seem to be tiring yet. Hughes with a ball. Can we just try and get the ball? Hopefully deny Arsenal of an equaliser. Thankfully, this shot was just off target, just wide of the post. I don't know how far off target it was. I don't think it was anywhere near the goal, but Lewandowski with the throw in a very potential dangerous area, and he does lose the ball, gets dispossessed of the ball far too easy, and Arsenal have the chance to go on the attack. We are getting men back very, very quickly. Emaneri now to Caicedo. Can we just try and get the ball? And Hughes unfortunately puts the ball into the back of the net to make it 3-3 with 20 minutes left to go. And once again, we are back on level terms with... I think potentially we can definitely go and grab a 4th goal, but I think a 3-3 draw is a very good result. But there is still plenty of the game left to go and plenty of the game for us to completely throw the game away. And Jakub Wojciech has put the ball into the back of the net to make it 4-3. And for the first time in this game, Arsenal have taken the lead. Arana now to come on, we are so frustrated going forward. Sometimes I feel like I don't know what we're going to do this season. I really don't know, because if we keep throwing the games away like this, I don't see myself here for very much longer, because we're a very frustrating team to watch. Jakub Wojciech has put the ball into the back of the net for his 2nd goal of the game. This is very infuriating to watch, because we were 3-2 up. I thought that was the victory wrapped up. I thought when we were 2-2 up, yeah, that's the 3 points all done and dusted, but no, it's not. And we are about to, I'd say today, 3 points dropped today in this match. Completely and utter shambles of a match today. I don't know what to do now. I really don't know what to do, because we're outside of the transfer window. We can't bring in anyone. Don't really have any funds in terms of... We might have a few funds in January, because I'm sure there will be players to go. But I'm not happy with that performance. Not happy about that at all, because in both matches, we had taken the lead. But for some reason, we just completely gave them the 3 points. Is there any jobs going? As if there is, which there's not, and I'm not going down to that. I mean, I think realistically, if there's going to be any jobs going, the likes of maybe Real Haspanis, that could be a potential one, because they are 6th in the Spanish division. Rich finances. Wage bill probably not too similar to ours, so that's a potential one we could potentially go to, but you never know. I don't really know what's going to happen this season. We might go on, pick up a bit of form, but that form does look hideous. It really does. I think it might be time to move on, so we probably... I don't know if we go forward too far into the future, so I think we probably do just come back end of December, whether or not we might be leaving by then, we might not. I don't know what's going to happen. So we'll come back for our games against Fulham and Wolves. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Zen Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.